Eco-villages are places where people are coming together to transition out of a globalized consumer way of life and move into, instead, greater connection with each other and with the land. I'm grateful my work has taken me to many of these places, and every time I'm filled with a sense of tangible hope. These and thousands of other grassroots initiatives have made impressive strides. It's been amazing what they've accomplished without the support of policy. And in order to make them really flourish and expand, we need policy change. And these are the most important shifts that we need. Number one, we need to re-regulate global trade with the goal of making businesses place-based or localized. Local and regional needs need to be put first instead of those of ruthless capital. So-called free trade treaties have given global corporations the ability to pit nation against nation and region against region, leading to the gutting of laws and regulations, protecting jobs, resources, and the environment. There needs to be a radical reversal of WTO rules, of existing trade treaties, and free trade zones.
Elle a poussé les pays à arrêter de produire l'alimentation.
We also need, simultaneously, we need actually to relax the regulations that currently stifle local trade and finance. This is a challenging goal and will require a powerful, economically literate movement. Number two, we need to shift taxes and subsidies that currently favor the large and global, rather than taxing labor heavily while subsidizing the use of energy and technology. Policies need to promote the creation of jobs and livelihoods while minimizing the wasteful use of energy and other resources. Number three, we need to shift public investments in infrastructure that currently favor the large and global. Billions in taxpayer dollars are still being invested in creating and improving trade-based global infrastructures, including superhighways, shipping terminals, airports. While the needs of local economies are being neglected and almost no money spent on developing the R&D that would support thriving local economies. 4, take the creation of money and debt out of private hands. Leaving these key elements of modern economies in the hands of unaccountable banks and financial institutions has led to reckless speculation and financial collapse, as well as contributing to a widening abyss between rich and poor. Number 5, we need to replace GDP as an indicator of progress. As I pointed out in a previous lecture, GDP is an absurd indicator of societal health. Alternative economists are working to develop more meaningful indicators, taking into account the value of intact ecosystems, the unpaid work that happens within households and in civic organizations, taking into account the gap between rich and poor, the quality of our air and water, and so on. While it may seem difficult and unrealistic to change policy, it's important to remember that even now, the rules are constantly being written and rewritten to facilitate a continuing acceleration towards the global. So things are changing. What we need now is to shift them towards localization, which means simply shifting the direction of change so that it's towards the local instead.